Hello and welcome to the first installment of the YouTube series of quarantine workouts. Every day I'll be coming at you with a different workout for different parts of the body. Today is mostly going to be a push day, meaning chest, shoulders, triceps, and a little bit of abs. We'll always throw in some shoulder care items as well. Way that this works, each movement will be 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. There'll be 5 to 6 movements for each circuit, and then 1 minute rest after each circuit. You'll do them 5 times, and then you'll be done. It's about 30 minutes in total, and I will show you and give you cues for each movement and give you a practice round as well. So, what we need for all of these workouts, or for today specifically, is one singular weight. This weight can range from 20 up to 60 pounds, but for the best practice and expertise, I would say having 2 different dumbbells would be easiest. But again, if that's not available to you at this time, fill a backpack with water bottles, fill it with cans, things of that nature. So I'll go through each different type of workout, as well as the rhythm and timing of it. So the first movement is called a floor press. This is going to work on the pectorals and the triceps. Simply lay on the floor with your weight. Right now I'm using a 20-pound medicine ball. Breathe in. You will rest your elbow on the ground, but keep everything else tight. Your abs, your chest, everything else. Press up. Breathe in. Breathe out. 10 seconds on each side, which equates to about 6 or 7 reps, depending on how fast you were going. Switch sides. In and out. You don't want your elbows straight out. You want a nice tucked angle, keeping the shoulder away from the ear. And rest. 10 seconds. The next is a plyometric push-up. Plyometrics basically means using the stretch, shortening, or elasticity of the muscles to create more force production, i.e. more work, and therefore more gains. So for this, we're simply doing a push-up onto a ball. To do this, you can have your knees on the ground, come down, push up and catch yourself, or starting on your toes, come down, push up, catch yourself. It's important that your hips don't drop when you catch yourself like this, because the abs disengage. And rest. So you can usually do about 6 to 10 of those within 20 seconds. Next, our abdominal movement of the day is a single leg plank. For this, we'll start on our forearms. Our hips will be higher than our shoulders in the air. We're going to lift one leg as high as we can and switch. About 2 seconds on each side. When you lift up, try not to rotate. Squeeze those abs, keep those hips still. Should be able to do about 10 of these lifts in those 20 seconds. Good. And rest. Next, we have a rotational overhead press. For this, we'll get your weight, hold it in one hand, hold it under your chin like you're shot putting. You're going to press up and rotate so you're facing the wall. Come back down. You'll end up on your back toe of your back foot. Should be able to get 6 to 8 on each side. And switch. Now if you have a timer, an app on your phone, where you can set a 20 and 10 circuit to, that's going to be your best plan of action. And rest. Good. Next, we have a bent over row. For this, you can usually use a slightly heavier weight, but you can utilize the same weight if you like. You'll set up in a hinged position, meaning push hips straight back, the abs are nice and tight. Breathe in, pull it right to your hips. You don't want to pull it right up to your chest right here. That takes the upper back and the lats away from the actual movement and uses all shoulders, traps, and biceps. And it's also, the farther your elbows are from the sides of your body, the less stable your shoulders are, therefore a higher chance of injury. So you can usually do about 12 to 15 of these, letting the weight travel all the way down. You want your arms all the way down every time. And rest. Last but not least, our shoulder care movement of the day is called a snowman. For this, I suggest starting with maybe a can in each hand, something that's about a pound total. We're going to be lying on our stomach, raising our hands over our head, and then moving it back. This is going to stretch the shoulders and the upper back, keeping our shoulder joints nice and healthy. Start out breathing in, move them forward, put it down, breathe out, breathe in, move it back. You should be able to get 8 to 10 of these, depending on the weight you are using. Good. So that was one round of this. You would have 1 minute rest, and then do the same thing again 4 more times. As you work out, you can kind of tell where you can add some weight, or you might need to take some weight away. But if you have any questions or comments, you can hit me up at Instagram at LamorePower, or you can email me at lamore.matthew@gmail.com. I do one-on-one video training, as well as programming for everyday workouts. Thank you and have a good day.